I said something to Kojo in 2003 whilst we were on campus. I said to him that, Kojo, 2016, Meko Parliament. 13 years before. And Kojo is alive, you can ask him. And he said, Meko Parliament.
You had that foresight at that time.
It hit me one day, we're sitting there, it just hit me. 2016. And I said to Kojo, 2016, Meko Parliament. So, Meko Parliament, well, come do what? I said, because Kojo was my roommate. I mean, we're like brothers.
Okay.
I said, Charlie, Meko Parliament. When he said, I'm in free room. I'm Ningo Pram Pram. Hey, Ningo Pram Pram. Iti Mensah. Mensah now over to go to Iti Mensah.
Tough guy.
Want to me go to Iti Mensah. This was 2003. And I said to him that, don't worry. That time now we D70. But checking the age. And say, that time now basically for my mama. This was 13 years before.
Wow.
And so when I got to meet him in 2008, for me and everything I do in life, I like mentorship. My company was an IT company. I worked under a lot of IT people to learn hands-on. I didn't go to any IT school. The same thing with politics. My near political science, I didn't. So
you didn't go to any IT school?
No, I have not gone to any IT school.
Huh.
Yes, and I'll come to that. It's the power of mentorship. And so I ran a company that was an IT company that was consulting for the World Bank and UNDP without me going to IT school, simply because I learned hands-on. It's the same way when I met Honorable It was an opportunity for me to learn at the feet of one of Ghana's greatest politicians and take everything away from him. One thing you can't take away from Honorable It Mensah is he is a quintessential politician, understands the game of that's called politics. I learned a lot at his feet, and I'm eternally grateful to him for that opportunity. I learned at his feet. I worked with him for years. I never took a pay because, my company was working. I wasn't a paid staff of his. I worked for him. Look, and I did everything for him. I worked with him as a father and as a boss. When we have visitors to the house and they eat, some plates at their kitchen. If he wants me to shine his shoes, I will shine his shoes. I went there to learn. And I learned. Today, people think that Sam George or the communication sector, man go communication school bia. Man go telecom school bia.
It's a very interesting story you're telling. What is your relationship with E.T. Mensah now?
Oh, I'm his MP. He's my constituent.
Some George
It's FM 103.9.
People think you were not too loyal to E.T. Mensah, especially the way he was ousted.
You see, that's a story I've told quite a number of times, and I don't think I want to go into again. But you see, loyalty cuts both ways. And with loyalty comes integrity. When I sit with you, I told you one thing at the beginning of this interview. I want to be that politician whose word is bond. When I give you my word on something, no, it's final, it's sealed. Okay? When I sit with you and we agree on something, don't try to play a fast one on me. Because I'll hold you to your word. Honorable E.T. Mensah, with the greatest of respect, knows what the agreement was. And if you talk to people who were branch executives in the Ningo Pram Pram constituency in NDC in 2013, they will tell you. In 2012, when he ran, I literally was his campaign manager, running on the field for him. And after we won, he told them, this is your next MP. The day President Mahama came to Old Ningo to outdoor him, go and look for the pictures. When President Mahama held Honorable E.T. Mensah's hand and raised his hand, E.T. Mensah held my hand and raised my hand, because at that time Ningo was boiling. They had created a new district, and the people of Ningo thought the district capital should have been Ningo, and they thought that he had used his office from as MP and minister to move it to Pram Pram, where he came from. And they had refused to go to the assembly. There was an understanding. He told them. And from 2013 to 2014, funerals and everything, activities, all credits to him. He will say, send me, Sam, go. You need to know, the people need to know you. Go on the ground. And then in 2015, the year of the primaries, after almost 3 years of that declaration that he had made, without any recourse to me, yes, me, a small boy, but we had an agreement. If you've changed your mind, it's only fair that you call me and have a conversation with me. But to go and have a public meeting and declare your intention without any conversation with me, when I had built a movement for 3 years on the back of our agreement, I wasn't going to back down. And so I went to his office in the old castle at the time, 2 weeks before I picked the form, to officially inform him that I was going to run. And even that day, when I went there, I was hoping he would see me and give me the respect that was due me and say, I think I want to run. But he didn't say anything. He said, okay, his head. He'll think about it. I said, okay, fine.
Really? So it means he did not even give you support from the beginning?
So if this is the way he wanted to go down, be a battle to the end. Wow. And so I did not betray anybody. I stuck to an agreement that had been had. An agreement that several people knew. Look, I can call names. And I can mention some because they have publicly spoken about it. Neil Ante van der Poel was told by Honorable E.T. Mensah. There are people who are alive. You can call them. Call Neil Ante now on air and ask him. He's told people this story. There are several other people. I've not heard them speak publicly, but Neil has spoken publicly. That's what I'm mentioning in his name. So when I hear that you betrayed, I'm a loyal person to the core.
This is Hitz.